So if you already know what durable is, skip to the timestamp that I'm going to put in the description for the tutorial. Hey, I'm Connor, longtime software engineer, brand new business owner of Kirkland Solutions LLC. Link in the description. I'm trying to help small businesses launch their first site or update their existing site by reviewing the latest in no-code or low-code tools for website development. Let's get into today's tool, Durable. Just a quick side note, I am not sponsored or affiliated in any way with Durable is a website generator fueled by AI that generates a website for your business in under a minute with 3 simple questions. You might be wondering, what's the catch? Well, there isn't really anything bad to say about this tool. I'll explain how easy it is to edit the website that they give you, and I'll also explain some of the neat features that they give you out of the box for only $15 a month. I'm going to show you how I made this website for a local pet grooming service in no time at all. Disclaimer, this will not be a deep dive into all their features. I will just be covering the basics. The basics I'll be covering are site generation, so what's that process look like? Site editing, so what tools do they give us to customize the site? And site launch, how to go public with your site. So we're on durable.co now. I'll put the link in the description. I'm just gonna jump right into it and click generate your website. Since I've already set up an account, it's gonna ask me to go ahead and sign in with that account. I'm gonna pick a different account just so that we have a fresh start. All right, now I'm presented with this prompt to build a website in 30 seconds using AI. This is the bread and butter of this website. Get started. What type of business are you building? Dog groomer. Where's your business located? What is the name of your business? And that's all you need. Let's go ahead and generate that website. So they've got some pretty cool little loading animations that they provide for you while they're generating your website. Writing a positive testimonial. That's a pretty fun one because the testimonials are always just completely made up. So it's funny to see what they come up with. All right, my website is ready. So at the top, I'm just going to go in order of the elements as they appear on the screen as you scroll down. So they give you a nice header with your socials. The name of the shop is in the top left, just like a lot of other sites that you see. They give you a simple hero page with a call to action. I'll come back in and go through how to edit each of these later. This one, I'm not so sure about, but we can always click regenerate and get a better picture. That's better already. There's an about us section, and here are some of the services that they've generated for us. So we've got full service dog grooming, luxury bath and brush, pedicure, that's cute, and nail trimming. They've got a testimonial section, that's just a carousel. Like I said, going through some randomly generated testimonials. Every dog grooming place needs some pictures to go along with their services, right? So here's all the cute dogs. Just about every site that I've created using this tool comes with this pretty generic lead capture form. So this is the form that most users fill out when they want to get in contact with you. I'll show you how this works with Durable's integrated CRM later. And finally, you have the footer down at the bottom with, again, your socials. So I'm going to go back up to the top and start editing. So here's the finished site that I've made already on the right, and on the left is the one we're editing. So I could actually sit here all day and click regenerate over and over again until it gives me something that I want. But I think Durable's editor is actually pretty easy to use, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to click Customize. So after you click Customize, you're going to go through a set of prompts. It's going to ask you to set up your account. And this is the next thing you're going to see. So one interesting thing that I noticed right off the bat is that it's already converted itself into a mobile view. If I make the page bigger like this, you can see it converts itself to the desktop view, which is a really nice feature. If you're a developer and you've ever tried to figure out responsiveness and mobile first development, this thing's got it handled already. So if you are working in a bigger window, you can actually click on device at the top and go down to phone portrait and see how it looks on different devices. Since the majority of websites are developed with the phone in mind first nowadays, 80% of your website's traffic is probably going to come through your phone. So I'm going to leave the editor's device in phone portrait. So like I said, Durable is pretty simple when it comes to editing. All you have to do is click on the section that you want to edit. It's going to highlight it, and it's going to let you edit the header. And then a pop-up menu is going to come out, and you can edit the content or the style. I'm not going to go through a deep dive here on the site's features. So if you wanted to go check it out, I encourage you to do so. I'm just going to go through what it takes to turn this website on the left to the one on the right. So the site name is going to be Park Avenue. I forgot to mention the one downside of editing in the mobile view is you can't see the social links in the header. So I'm going to change my device back to desktop just for this portion. I'll click save, make the site big again. Now I can edit my socials at the top of the page. So in the editor, I'll go to social links, add a channel, select Facebook, and of course here's where you would put your business's Facebook page. So we changed our device back to phone, and now I'm going to show you how to edit the colors. All you have to do to edit the colors is go up here and click theme. They have some really cool color palettes to choose from. So you can choose some of their preset templates for color by going to the mood tab, or you could do something completely different and choose custom. I'm going to go with the mood tab because I think their selections are pretty reasonable already. Just click this drop down menu. For the colors in the finished product, I use the nature palette. Scroll down until I found the one that I want. So you can see as soon as you click it, the changes already get applied to the website. Just click save. Now as you scroll down, you can see that the palette has been applied to the website. Back into the theme editor, now we're going to edit the font. So they have lots of nice combinations for you already. The one that they started off with is Work Sans plus Open Sans. They give you a preview of what the headings will look like and what the body text will look like. Work Sans and Open Sans are pretty basic, so I'm going to choose something a little bit more friendly. Again, the styles are instantly applied to the website. You can also add button styles and a browser icon if you have one on hand. I'm going to click save again. So the next section I'm going to edit is this call to action page. It's a pretty basic setup. You've got your heading, your subheading, and your call to action. I'll just click on the section to edit the subtext. I'll just copy it from this side. So now I've gotten to the call to action. If you use a service like Calendly or Honeybook, this is where you would put the link to your appointment scheduler. I'm not going to set that up in this video, but that's where you do it. I'll go to style. To get the effect on the right, I'm going to need to click these colors. I can choose between solid and gradient. And this top selection is going to look the most like the one on the right, which is just a green going down to that brown color. You can also choose the direction of the gradient if you so choose. Okay, I'm going to hit save on that. So now I'm going to walk you through the process of adding a background image. And I'll hit back. So I'm in the style tab, and all you have to do is go down to where it says background image, toggle this on, and click replace. One thoughtful feature that Durable has included for us is the ability to choose stock imagery from Shutterstock and Unsplash. Both of these resources are free to use, and if you'll see on the right, I found the picture by going to Unsplash and choosing this one. Just click insert, and there it is. I'll click save. So now we're going to move on to the second section, the About Us. If we scroll down, we can see that these two sections are out of order because the one on the right has the About Us section first. All you need to do to move the sections is click on one section and click on the up arrow to move it up. That's it. So sometimes the site generator gives us this awkward spacing between our sections. To edit that, all you have to do is click on the section, click edit, go to style, and go down here where it says min height and choose content. That will shrink the height of the section to only fit the content within it. You can also modify these spacing options to give you a little bit of breathing room on the top and bottom of the section. Again, we're going to add a background image, and there we go. Another cool feature is this color overlay. You can adjust it to make your text more legible by going darker or brighter. I'm going to leave it somewhere in the middle. I've already shown you how to edit the text. It's the same thing in this one. Just go to content and edit in this text editor. I'll click save now. So I actually got this picture from my local business's Facebook page. I'm not going to go there right now, so I'll just show you how to make it look kind of like this. Click on the section, click edit, go to style, click full width, and that's it. Save that. Scrolling down to the services section now, you can see that on the phone view, they've scoped everything down into one column. This is ideal for mobile views. I just wanted to show you the responsiveness of the site because I think it's pretty cool. So on the right side here, if I adjust the width, you can see the images and the text and the layout of these services responding as I shrink the page. Another really nice thing to have, because again, if you've tried to develop a site before, you know how hard this can be. So for this section, you can choose a heading, and then you can choose how each list item is going to be displayed in your list. So will it have an image? Yes, no. Will it have a heading of its own? Yes, no. They've streamlined the options here, and I think that's a good thing. Some other website generators bloat their tool with a lot of unnecessary items. I think restricting the items here is a good move by them. There's less room for error. So in this particular section, you actually don't go one by one. You actually list all of your items here under the list items. And then you can go inside each one by clicking on the pencil icon and editing within this editor. So again, each list item has its own button, which is a call to action, and you can add a link by just copy and pasting whatever you want in here. They give you a few options for link to, so you can link to another page within Durable. You can link to an email, a phone number, or another section within the page that you're already in. I'm not going to change much here, but I think you get the idea. I'll save this. So when I'm making a website for a client using this tool, I might not know what services they provide or which ones they want on their site, right? So I like to leave that section pretty generic and flexible, at least until I talk with the owner. So this next section here is a pretty common section that you might see on a website like this. There's just a carousel with some scrolling testimonials. The one on the right, I actually went out and looked for the client's Facebook reviews and Google reviews and just copied and pasted the ones that I thought sounded nice. Fortunately, this business is really good. I use them myself, so there were plenty to choose from. Again, if you wanted to edit that, you would just click on here, click edit, and line by line, go through and add testimonials, edit testimonials, delete testimonials, whatever you need to do. So inside the testimonial, you can edit the quote, you can say who it's by, and you can upload an image. On the right, you can see that I've added images to represent the user who wrote that testimonial. I'll save this. The pictures section or the gallery, either one, is going to be pretty simplistic. All you need to do is click on the section, edit it, and then it allows you to select up to 12 images to put into your gallery. You can choose between grid or carousel. On the right, I have a carousel. On the left, I have a grid. There's also the option, if you're using a carousel, to open it full screen. Let's scroll to the next section. So the next section is a location section. All it's going to do is provide a map and an address for your future customers so that they know where you are. It uses Google Maps, and to edit the map view to get something more like this, all you have to do is go to Edit. You can change the business address to anything you want, and it'll automatically render a map pinpointing the address that you gave it. To get this sort of satellite view, all you have to do is go to Style, scroll down to Theme, and select Satellite. There's a lot more options here, but I'm going to change the color and call it a day. After the call to action, this next section of your website is probably the most important. When a customer fills this form out, the data is stored directly within Durable's CRM. I'll show you that later. Once again, I'm going to edit this section and show you the options. On the right, you see I have a field for your pet's weight that has some options. To add that field, I'll just go to Custom Fields and select Manage Fields. I'll say New Custom Field. There's many different types to choose from, but I'm going to select drop down. The label is going to be your pets. And now I can add options. I can say toy breed, 0 to 12 pounds, small breed, 13 to 25 pounds, so on and so forth. I'm going to click Save there. And as you can see, it's already been added to the form. You can edit the form success message too here, which is just the thing that pops up after you click Submit, or Send in this case. I'm going to generate that using AI. And they give you a pretty basic success message that I think works for our purposes right now. We can always change it later. Let's click Save. Last but not least, we have the footer. I'll click Edit. Once again, I'll change the business name. We don't have a logo right now. We can add a button. I'll make it like the one on the right. I'll just call it Home. It's going to link to the home page because we don't have any other pages right now. And I'll change the style of that button by going to Style, Change. I think I'm going to make it look a little bit different from the one on the right. So I'll choose Outline and I'll leave it like that. I'll click Save. And if you wanted to get rid of this little watermark down here, you could do that just by toggling this off. I think that's pretty nice of them to do. On the right here, you can see I have the Facebook added as well to the footer. So I can go back in here, select Facebook, add my Facebook link just like before. I think that looks decent. Let's save this. And that's it. We're pretty much done. So before we move on to launching the site, I just wanted to note this one AI assistant feature up here at the top. If you're having trouble with any of the features that I just mentioned, you can go up to this assistant and ask it to do any of the things that I just listed for you. So they have quick links for creating a new web page, creating a blog post, changing the icon, anything you can think of. You can ask this tool and it might be able to help. I'm just giving it one more pass through. Looks good. I'm going to open this up to see what it looks like as a desktop version. So this is the finished product and I forgot to add this Call Us button. I'm going to go back into my editor and add that now. Edit header. I can move the editor to the left side of the screen so that I can see what I'm doing. I'll add a button. I'll say Call Now. This is where I would change the link from external to phone. And then you would put your business phone number in there and people could call you directly from your website. I'm just going to fix a couple more things that I missed, like centering this text. In the Style tab, you just go down here to Horizontal Alignment and click that one. You can do left, middle, or right, and I'll click Save. You can actually So before I move on, I just wanted to show you another cool feature that allows you to combine this section with your header just by selecting this toggle. So now instead of that green bar there, there's just the header on top of this image. I'm going to turn it off because I actually think it looks better with the header. I'll save that. So the website's pretty much done. Now I'm going to view the website by clicking on this button here. So until you take your website public by upgrading to the starter plan, your website's going to be at a different link, and that link will change every 24 hours. Once you upgrade, you'll get a link that's permanent and stays the same every day. So you can go ahead and upgrade the plan now, or you can just go to your website. And there it is. At the top, you'll see the randomly generated website URL that changes every 24 hours. So now we're done in the editor. I'm going to show you a few things on the dashboard. We'll just click Exit Editor. So this is the first page you're going to get, and it says that your website is currently private. Only you can see the website. You can still share that preview link that I showed you a few seconds ago. But if you wanted to change this, you would click on here. Under Status, click Change. And when you click Public, it's going to ask you to go live. If you're not ready to commit, you can select monthly, and the starter package is only $15 a month. So down here at Domain, it says you can access your website via this URL. You can actually manage this and change this to something a bit more reasonable. I think that's a lot cleaner already. We'll save that. It says subdomain saved successfully. Go back to our settings. If you already have a domain, you could link that here. Another cool feature that you can enable is search indexing, which allows you to be easily searchable through engines like Google and Bing. Now I'm going to talk about a few bonus features that Durable comes with out of the box. Here's your analytics dashboard. You can see how many online users there are, how many unique visitors there were, and how many times your page was viewed. If you have more than one page, you can see how often those pages are being viewed as well separately. You can also see the device that your site is being most viewed from. It's got a few more things here like visits per day and most busy hours. I think this is a really nice thing for them to add. On the left here, you'll see marketing. I haven't really dove into this feature yet, but I think it's cool that they offer it. If you already have an invoicing system, you can integrate it here on this tab. I haven't dove into that feature either, but it sounds promising. Now the AI assistant tool. So if you had questions about anything I just showed you, you could probably just ask their built-in AI assistant. This tab up here for documents allows you to upload documents that are relevant to your website. If you want me to go over those AI features, let me know down in the comments. So I said I was going to go over the CRM. Let's navigate to that now. So they have a tutorial video available for you here if you're a first-time user, but I'm just going to show you. I'm back here in my deployed website, and I'm going to fill out the form to show you how it gets automatically put into your CRM. Put my name, test, at example. I'll say that I have a small breed. The message is, my dog is so dirty, please help. Now I'm going to click send. It's going to give me that confirmation message, and if we go back to our CRM, I've refreshed the page, and now I can see that the information that I just provided has already been logged into my CRM. Nice. That was Durable. What'd you think? We went through step 1, site generation, step 2, site editing, and step 3, where we launched our site to the public. So let's summarize by asking ourselves, who is this tool actually for? I think it's for 3 kinds of people. There's people like me who want to build websites for other people. This is a super simple way to get something out there. Maybe it's just a prototype, and maybe it's all that the business needs. If a business is in its early stages of growth, this could be their entrance into tech. This might be a good next step for them. The second type of person is a small business owner. You don't need to know anything about coding or web development to make a decent site with this tool. I think that the built-in CRM is reason enough to try it out. As a developer and a business owner myself, I think this is a lot of bang for your buck. The third type of person that might use Durable is a hobbyist. If you've got a side hustle or you just want to make a website for the first time, I'd say try it. The tool is drop dead easy to learn and get started with. One of my values as a professional who deals with user experience is ease of use. So if you're interested in building websites with this tool, I'd say just go for it. There's no barrier to entry. You can go to the site, sign up without a credit card, and get started creating today. If you want more content about Durable, let me know in the comments below. And if you didn't know, I'm uploading 100 videos in 100 days. This is video number 3. Number 4 will be released tomorrow, where I'll be reviewing a similar tool to find out if it's better than this one. So if that interests you, click subscribe and stay tuned to find out.